Isn't it extraordinary to see a ship sinking? Think Conservative Party. Isn't it extraordinary to see an iceberg and think how much more is under the surface? Think Conservative Party. Because whatever we hear, there's far more going on that we don't hear. And striking a hornet's nest. Well, Suella Braverman has now stirred everything up by telling us how many rebels are disloyal in the cabinet as well as in the backbenches. Michael Gove started this by basically questioning Kwasi's competence and the U-turn and the resentment that Liz Truss has bred in the country by pushing everybody's mortgage up. I can't imagine there's any possibility of salvaging a Conservative victory at the next election. So now, people need to make the best of it. And people need to prepare for opposition. And the Conservative Party needs to decide how it's going to soldier on over the next 2 years, if it is going to soldier on over the next 2 years, and how it's going to replace its limp Prime Minister, because we can't carry on like this. Mr. Putin must be absolutely overjoyed at yet another country distracted by its own internal problems. There is an international crisis brewing of monumental size. And we in Britain are piddling around on our own, trying to work out how to replace a Prime Minister who is demonstrably useless. Well, there has to be a means for that. Well, there is, of course. There's plenty of means for replacing a useless Prime Minister. And the 1922 committee better jolly well get on with it. By tomorrow, the discipline in the Conservative Party will have broken into a riot. And I think it's highly unlikely, given her monumental ability to do speeches, that Liz Truss's leader's speech tomorrow at the conference will unite the party, and if anything, it's going to add to more division. I think tomorrow's speech by the Conservative leader is probably going to be one of the most interesting pieces of television that we have had. We've had so much of them recently, but it's going to be up there with the most important political events in the last 10 years. This is like watching a slow train wreck. Don't for 1 minute think that this can be rescued. It cannot be rescued. Liz Truss's premiership is over. And today she was asked whether or not she trusted her chancellor, and she couldn't answer. She has the authority of a ringworm. Either she gets rid of this man, either she gets rid of Penny Mordaunt, either she gets rid of these people who are challenging her, or she admits defeat. And if she gets rid of these people, what is she going to do instead? Her future is yoked to the future of Kwasi. And I think that's a future that has no place in number 10 or number 11. The wise thing to do at this moment is to bow out as gracefully as she possibly can. She should spend the evening with the 1922 committee and work out an exit route and a replacement.